A strange airplane touched down at the airport, swaying unnaturally as it landed. The military had received a tip the plane had been hijacked. They quickly deployed forces, prepared to eliminate the terrorists and rescue the hostages. But after a long wait, nothing happened inside the plane. Then, without warning, the cabin door opened. Only a young boy jumped out. Unsure of what was happening on board, the military held back from taking immediate action. They took the boy into custody, hoping to learn what had occurred through him. Negotiation experts tried multiple times to communicate with the boy, but he remained silent, haunted by terrifying memories playing in his mind. Just one day earlier, the boy and his mother had boarded the flight to New York to see a doctor. His mother suffered from a rare illness and relied on a special medication to survive. Shortly after takeoff, the flight attendants began their usual routine. Suddenly, a commotion broke out in the cabin. A passenger was arguing with one of the attendants. An undercover air marshal stepped in to calm the situation. Another marshal came over to assist. At that moment, a flight attendant drew the curtain and pulled out a comb, which secretly held a hidden blade. John, one of the hijackers, covered the air marshal's mouth and stabbed him in the chest with the knife. Within moments, all the air marshals on board had been taken down. John then declared the hijacking a success. The terrorist leader approached the cockpit door. A flight attendant said the door wouldn't open, but to their surprise, the co-pilot was one of them. He had already poisoned the captain. The co-pilot turned off the navigation system and the plane changed its flight course. Meanwhile, the boy found a diagram of the aircraft in a magazine and told his mother they could hide in the cargo hold. Suddenly, he bolted down the aisle, with his mother following behind. John chased after them. The woman tried to explain, but John shot her. Though wounded, she was still alive. Lying there, she began to recall a horrifying event from years ago. She and her husband were taking their child home for the holidays. Their car broke down, and her husband got out to find help, but he never returned. Following his footprints, she arrived at an old, abandoned cabin. Bloodstains marked the ground. Suddenly, someone came after her. She ran into the basement and locked the heavy metal door behind her. The person outside pounded furiously. Terrified, she backed away only to trip and fall. There, she saw her husband's lifeless body. The pounding stopped. Silence. She thought the danger had passed, but then someone crawled in through the window. She grabbed a wooden stick and fought for her life. As the sun began to rise, the creature, afraid of the light, fled, but not before biting her hand. She had been infected with a zombie-like virus. Whenever she saw blood, she lost control, her teeth sharpened into fangs. Yet through the strength of a mother's love, she had kept the monster inside at bay. Back on the plane, the mother regained consciousness. Fighting through the pain, she crawled into the tunnel leading to the cargo hold. She removed her contact lenses, her eyes glowing a bright green. The hijackers were preparing materials to build a bomb. To recover her strength, she had no choice but to feed on the blood of a small dog. Hearing a noise, one of the hijackers approached the sound, only to witness her blood-drenched, monstrous form.